Hello everybody and welcome back to a new soft-spoken video. I am at the parents' house, as you can see, for Christmas. So I'm working with natural light, and this is going to be a very, I was gonna say a very lo-fi video, because as you can hear, there is ambulances and cars and things, but I still hope this is going to be an enjoyable video for you all. Okay, so today we are here to talk about some New Year's resolutions. People hate them, people love them. I've come to love them because I have been given myself some kind of specific rules the past year, so for 2024, and I haven't succeeded with many of them at all. We're gonna go through them, and yeah, then we're gonna set some new resolutions. I feel like my thoughts about resolutions is that you have to be specific. Like, I don't know, you can't say, oh, I'll be healthy next year. For me personally, that goes out of the window and I forget about it. So maybe it would have to be eating, I don't know, 1 green a day or drinking this amount of water. That's not one of my goals, but if that's your goal, you have to be very specific if you're like me. Otherwise you'll just forget about it and it becomes too ethereal and not like there's no substance to it. Not there's no substance, but you know what I'm trying to say. And the other thing for me that has been essential has been using my planner. And so every month on this planner, let's prop it back up, I had it here in front of me. Every month on this planner you have a sort of overview, not an overview, but there's a bit of a grid at the beginning of each month, and I think it says something like goals and dreams, maybe. Let's see. Oh, it just says plans. So every month I would update it on how I've been doing with my goals and resolutions for the past month. So I set my resolutions I set them in January last year, but now I'm setting them in December, so I can already start January with a goal. And then in February I'll look back in January and write down how much I've achieved. Does it make sense? Okay, I feel like I've gave it enough of an intro, so let's get down to the meat of the video. I'm hoping to make this video like a low editing or zero editing type of video, because again I'm at my parents and I really can't be bothered to do a lot of editing. So the first goal I had was to watch 50 new movies, 50 new films. As you know, I do my Letterboxd videos, recaps, so you've seen in real life how many movies I've watched, which is a pretty decent amount. I know there are people that watch so many more films, but I think for the average person I watch a lot of movies. And the thing is that I maybe in 2023 I had watched a lot of old films that I've watched previously. So this year I thought, let me just make it a point to watch new movies. And so I did, and my goal was to watch 50, and I have actually watched 88, so that's really good. Counting down earlier, I thought it was going to be a bigger number, but 88 sounds pretty good. So that's the first goal that I can say tick, achieved. 88 movies out of 50, that's great. Moving on, I did have a goal to get a new job. Let's see, work has been kind of a lot, and I was also in a different I don't want to give too much away. Let's say different situation. And now this year in July, I actually got a new contract. So I'm still working at the same place, but I got a new contract. So I actually count that as getting a new job, because the goal of having a new job was to have better working conditions, and this contract gave me better working conditions. So this is my laptop. There's so much noise. This is barely, I'm gonna call it barely an ASMR video because there's so much noise. Let me just, the vents just make this noise because it's connected to the, it's charging. Anyway, so yeah, new job also can be ticked. Very proud of myself for asking for the contract and just like going through the bureaucracy of that. Yeah, so already we're 2 out of 2, but I can already see that the third one I failed. My third goal was to listen to 12 new albums, because again, I listen to the same stuff over and over and again, and I never expand my music taste. I made a video that I'm gonna link here about new music that I've been enjoying. And yeah, in that video I think I talk about 8 or 9 albums that I've been really enjoying. And so that was October. And then in November, no, was it? Oh yeah, then in October, on the 25th of October, The Great Impersonator came out by Halsey, and so that was my personality for a good bit of time. So that was number 9. And then number 10, okay, it's funny because I haven't watched the new Wicked movie, but I've been obsessed with the soundtrack, so I've been listening to it back to back multiple times a day. And so yeah, that brings our grand total of 10 albums that I've listened to in 2024. Let's see if I can remember them off the top of my head. So there was Queenie, Flounder, there was Ariana Grande, My Eternal Sunshine, so 2. Then there was, I'm remembering them off, not in order, but then there was Chappell Rowan, then there was Gracie Abrams, The Secret of Us, Deluxe is the best. Then I've been listening to, as I said, Wicked and The Great Impersonator, and then there was Susanna Joff, My Mother's Daughter, How Will Die Your Daughter. I can't remember what the EP is called, but yeah, that one. And then I'm missing 3. Brat. Oh my god, Brat. Brat, and then, oh my gosh, Boy Genius, the album. And now there's only one to remember. You know why I couldn't remember it? Because it was the soundtrack for World Going to the World's Fair, so that's why I forgot it. Okay, so those were my 10 albums. Yeah, so goal not achieved, but 10 new albums compared to 0 new albums is a win in my book, so yeah, that's good. Next, I set myself a bit of a random goal. I said I wanted to go to a gym 150 times in a year, which I think equals to 2 or 3 times a week. I can't remember. That was a bit crazy of me because I set my goals in January, but I've only had been to the gym since September 2023. So by that point, I had been to the gym for 4 months, which is really not enough to be like, I don't know, I was still getting kind of used to it, but yeah, I set myself this random number, which doesn't mean anything, but then at the same time, I know the reason why I set it, because if I don't set a specific number, then it becomes like, oh, go to the gym. I don't know, I could have set myself for once a week instead of 2 or 3 times a week, but yeah, so I ended up only going 68 times. I actually got a bit of a injury situation that I'm still dealing with now, not quite an injury, but inflammation, let's say. And so I will actually not be going to the gym for the foreseeable future, which I'm really sad about, because I miss the gym and I miss feeling like strong, especially in my arms. But yeah, so I'll have a new fitness goal for next year, and then we'll see. Next, I had a saving goals, which I'm not going to share the details of, but I have surpassed my saving goals, which not by much, but it makes me really proud of myself and how much I've really got better at tackling my finances in recent years. So that's really good. Next is another failed resolution. I wanted to read 15 books this year, which is really a manageable number, but I got stuck around August time and never really recovered. As I said in other videos, I'm still kind of in a reading slump. I'm reading, but like not as much as I would like to. So I'm hoping that the new year will bring a new wave of reading love and passion, I suppose. But yeah, so I've ended up only reading 9 books, and I'm reading the 10th one, which is Kylie Reid's Such a Fun Age. I'm almost at the end of it, but I'm really like dragging it. I should just really finish it so that I can move on to something else. Yeah, so that's a fail, but again, I've only become a reader in recent years. So like if I compare this to 2019 me, in 2019 I probably read 0 books. So slow progress, I suppose. And then my last goal was to run outside at some point in 2023. In 2022 and 2023. No. In 2023 and 2024, my boyfriend ran 2 half marathons, and I'm really proud of him. So I guess that excitement for running really rubbed off on me, and I don't know, I thought I wanted to run outside. It never ended up happening, at first because it was too cold, then because I don't know, at first I had a knee thing, and now I have another thing going on, and I'm just not also that interested at this point because of the problems that I'm dealing with. I'm more interested in mobility and like core strength and just like strength in general, but like not to build muscle, just like strength and mobility to be able to access life, and also to like build yourself up for the future for when you're older. So I think that's another thing about resolutions, is that you have to be like, I don't know, able to mold them as you go along. Like you don't know what you're gonna be like and what your life is gonna be like in a year time. You can have an idea, but it's never like, I don't know, things change and things come up and that you would have never expected. So yeah, I'm not gonna run outside, and this is not a goal for me next year. So that was another fail, I suppose. Let's move on to my New Year's resolutions for 2025. Okay, so when it comes to films, I want to watch 100 new films. It's double of what I set myself for this year, but because I watched 88, I feel like I can achieve 100. Let's see, it's a fun challenge. I don't have crazy existential or deep some are, but like the film stuff is more for me for just like fun, and to also not fall into the usual routine. It's just to push myself a little bit when it comes to what I consume for entertainment. Back to the albums, I think I'm still gonna stick to 12 in a year, so 1 new album a month. I think it's still where I have to stay at. I thought of bumping it to 15, but I think I'm gonna stick to 12. Then for my fitness, as I said, I don't want to go to the gym, or like I don't see myself going to the gym at least for a few more months. And so I really want to stick to going to either yoga or Pilates once a week. I'm still yet to figure out where and how, and memberships and things, but at least once a month I want to do something like that, something that really strengthens my core, that gives me a lot of mobility, and flexibility and things like that. So I set it for the first 3 months at least, so January, February, March, I want to stick to this, and then I'm gonna revisit this resolution in March and see if I want to then go back to gym or something. Also because this is going to be more expensive than the gym, but it's for my health, it's for, you know, it's good for me at this point in life. Then I have another monetary financial goal that I'm again not gonna share, so but I'm just gonna put it out there because I think it's good to set yourself a financial goal, whether it's a certain saving amount or a certain debt that you have to, you know, extinguish. What do you say when you finish a debt? You put out a debt. Anyway, if you have debt that you have to work towards, it's good to have a goal. Like this year I'm gonna extinguish a certain amount of my debts and stuff like that. Yeah, so there's that. Books, I'm still gonna stick to 15. The goal is still 15 because I haven't achieved it this year, so it's gonna stay 15. If I read more, that's great. Next is a bit of a lifestyle goal. So because I don't really have a friends group in London, I have single friends. I need to be better at planning to see them. I want to say at least 2 weeks in advance, because when you don't have a group, things don't just randomly come up. Everybody gets wrapped up in their life, and you end up seeing each other every like other month. So I really want to plan at least 2 weeks in advance, and so I have a specific goal. I want to see my London friends at least once a week, all of them, and then at least once a month I want to properly chat or like video call my friends in Italy, because again, that's really easy to just like, I don't know, I also have to let go of the, you know, planning a big video call with all my friends. Now it can also be a one-to-one chat with a friend 1 month and a one-to-one chat with a friend the next month. I just want to be better at reaching out to my friends and making plans and really seeing them, because London can be lonely. And I don't know, my boyfriend is my best friend, and we do 90% of things, you know, we spend a lot of time together, and I love him so much. But at the same time, this year I really want to be better at seeing friends and really nourish those friendships, because friends are important and I love my friends. So yeah. And then friends also includes like maybe making new friends. That would be great. I have a few colleagues that I really get along with really well, and I would like to see them outside of work, so that would be very special. Very awkward if any of the people I'm talking about are gonna watch this video, but I don't think so. The next is the most abstract of these resolutions. Because work has been so hard, I really need to write down a specific plan of how to deal with stress with work, and how to handle work stress at work and at home. So this is a work in progress resolution. Again, as I said, I want it to be the most tangible as possible, because otherwise I'll just say, oh, don't stress at work, keep it easy. But no, I really want to have like plans in mind, as in like things that I can do, like tangible things that I can do to soothe my nervous system, basically. And then the last is a YouTube goal. Yay! This year has been incredible. I've reached 1,000 subscribers, and I also haven't announced it officially, but I've also reached monetization. So let me know. You shouldn't have been able to see any mid-roll ads, because I blocked them all off. I think they're the worst for ASMR. Yeah, so I've reached a lot of goals already in 2024, and I've started my channel in June 2024. But yeah, the goals for YouTube are to keep up with the 2 weekly uploads, and that means that I have to pre-film a lot. I need to be better at having always like 1 or 2 videos kind of like in the archives sort of thing, so that if I'm unwell or something comes up, I have a video kind of ready to go up, kind of like an emergency archive. And then I'm gonna put it out in the universe. It would be really fun to have my first sponsorship, and this means everything and anything. I just mean any collaboration where I get sent something or where I get paid to talk about something. Of course, it's very broad and it really depends on what company or what company approaches me, what product I would have to review and talk about. But I'm gonna put it out there. 2025, I would like to have my first either paid sponsorship or, what's the technical? See, I also need to become, maybe that should be another resolution, become more acquainted with bureaucratic lingo around sponsorships and advertisement on YouTube and things. But yeah, even if it's just receiving a product and saying, hey, I received this for free, like PR, it's really fun, I get to use it and talk about it, kind of thing. So but yeah, so this is the end. This is the review of my goals for 2024, and I'm setting this intention for 2025. It's really cool to film it, so it's also like holding myself accountable because there's a video of me saying it. I guess I'm gonna take this time to thank you all for the support this year. It's been amazing seeing the channel grow again since June, so 6 months. And I really appreciate all the comments, the likes. Don't forget to click the bell so you get notified when I upload. But in general, I upload every Tuesday and Friday. I tend to upload at 10, 11 London time, so in the evening, 10, 11 p.m. And yeah, again, thank you so much for the support. Here's to 2025 on Infieri ASMR. I really hope I brought you a lot of relaxation and tingles. And yeah, I'm talking as if this is the last video of the year. I don't think it will be, but yeah, take care, and I hope you had a lovely holiday time, whatever holiday you celebrate. Bye bye.